Listen, before a major blessing enters your life, I'm talking about financial freedom. Things, it starts getting strange. The numbers, the dreams, the timing, the coincidences, even situations that makes absolutely no sense at first. And when a lot of these things start happening around the same time, it's like you start wondering why everything suddenly feels so connected. Now, repeating numbers, they suddenly become impossible to ignore. Numbers like 1111, 222, 555, 777, 888, right? They appear during strangely specific moments. You start noticing exactly what you were thinking about when they appear. Right? And synchronicities, they start happening back to back. It's like you think about something and then you see it. You mention something and then all of a sudden you hear it again. And the timing, it starts feeling almost too precise, right? And then 888, it starts appearing around financial thoughts. Money, it's like it's been on your mind. Abundance has been on your mind. Financial freedom has been a part of your vision. Then the number associated spiritually with abundance keeps catching your attention. And that number is 888, right? Now let's talk about your dreams. Your dreams start showing you a completely different lifestyle, right? It's like it's different surroundings, it's different financial circumstances in your dreams. And then you wake up remembering how real that version of your life actually felt. Okay. And also something you wanted badly, it suddenly stops mattering to you. Okay. It's like you were once obsessed with getting it. Then the emotional attachment to that thing, it just disappeared. Something that once felt necessary suddenly feels too small for you. That's because you're a different version of yourself, and what you wanted before, it cannot go into this next chapter with you. So energetically, you don't care about it anymore, right? Now, another sign that will happen right before your blessings happen. It's like you experience a strange run of perfect timing, okay? You arrive somewhere exactly at the right moment. A few minutes earlier, it would have changed everything, right? It's like you keep finding yourself where you needed to be without even planning it. Okay. Now, the number 1111, it starts appearing when you think about your future. Okay. You're imagining something bigger. 1111. You glance at the time without intentionally checking. 1111. 1111 is sitting right there. It's letting you know to stay aligned. A big shift is happening. You're manifesting things right now. Okay. Now, another sign, a random conversation, it gives you information that you needed and you weren't even asking for advice or anything like that. And the person, they don't even know what you have been thinking about, yet they somehow mention exactly what you needed to hear. Okay. Another sign that you're probably experiencing right now, your dreams start showing you money. Okay. Finding money, receiving it. And a dream puts you in the position of having instead of chasing, okay? And a lot of the times, if you dream about money in your dream, that is a premonition that money is about to appear in your life, okay? Now, another sign, a problem, it accidentally leads you somewhere useful, okay? It's like something doesn't go according to plan and you're forced to just change your direction altogether. Then that detour, it introduces you to something that you would have otherwise missed, okay? Now, another sign, 555, it starts appearing during periods of change, okay? Something isn't operating normally in your life. Your routine is being interrupted, okay? The number keeps appearing while your life feels like it's rearranging itself, okay? And it's letting you know that big changes are on the horizon, okay? So pay attention to that. Now, another sign that you're probably experiencing right now, somebody says something that you were literally just thinking about. You never told them, but they just bring it up first, okay? And for a second, you're thinking, man, how did they know that? A lot of the times, the universe will give you that gentle nudge. If you were thinking about something that can just help you out financially or just point you in a whole different direction, a person will come to you and confirm that to you. It's like they'll just mention something that you were already thinking about, something that you probably dismissed. The universe is telling you, yeah, take that thought, take a second look at that idea right there, right? Also, let's talk about your dreams again, okay? You dream about discovering like a hidden room, okay? You thought about a new entire place. Then another space appears, okay? They're suddenly more available than you originally thought existed, okay? And a lot of the times, if you dream about that, I'm telling you, like I said before, your dreams are letting you know about something that's about to happen in your life, okay? If you dream of just luxury spaces, whatever that is, keep replaying that in your mind because you're going to find yourself actually in a luxury space, buying a luxury home or something like that, okay? Now, another sign, something that was stuck suddenly starts moving, okay? You almost stopped unexpected progress or something like that, right? Then something changes unexpectedly. Movement, it appears where there had been nothing but silence, okay? Now let's talk about the number 222. It starts appearing when you're questioning everything, when you're questioning your journey, okay? It's like you're unsure about the timing. You're wondering whether things are still coming together. The number keeps appearing during moments when patience feels the hardest, okay? And a lot of the times when you see that number 222, the universe is telling you, create balance in your life. Trust the divine timing. Things are working in your favor, all right? Now, another sign that you're probably experiencing right now, an old idea, it suddenly just comes back out of nowhere. You abandoned it months or maybe even years ago, but something makes you remember that idea. This time you see the possibility in it that you couldn't see before, okay? Now you can see that's a multi-million-dollar idea, right? I'm telling you. Now, another sign, your dreams start showing you keys, okay? Somebody hands you a key or you find a key unexpectedly in your dream, okay? Something previously locked suddenly is about to be open in your life. Something that you didn't have access to, you're about to have access to it now, okay? And you see the sirens that came on? Pay attention to that part, okay? You are about to have access to an opportunity that you didn't have access to before, okay? Now, another sign, you start seeing your personal numbers everywhere, okay? Your birth date, a date that means something specifically to you, okay? The synchronicity becomes personal instead of just another repeating number, okay? Now, another sign, something falls through and then it makes sense later. Like something didn't happen for you before, but now it makes sense to you right now, okay? Initially, you were disappointed about this. Then you discover what would have happened if you would have got this, okay? See, what looked like a setback suddenly looked completely different from hindsight. A lot of the times, if something doesn't happen for you, you're being protected. You're being redirected towards something better, okay? Now, another sign, 777, it starts appearing during unexpected lucky moments, okay? Something, it works in your favor. The outcome is better than you expected, okay? 777. 777 seems to show up around that experience, around luck, around opportunity, okay? Now, another sign that you're probably experiencing right now, let's talk about dreams. Your dreams start showing you doors opening up. And what do? You walk through that door, okay? Something different is waiting beyond those doors, okay? Your subconscious keeps showing you movement beyond a previous boundary, somewhere that you couldn't enter before. Now you're about to enter into that different chapter now, okay? Now, another sign that you're probably experiencing right now, you think about somebody and then suddenly they contact you, right? Their name, it randomly crosses your mind and your phone, it lights up shortly afterwards, okay? The timing between the thought and the contact makes you stop and think like, wait a minute, I was just thinking about that person. A lot of the times that person may have some information or something that you need to get from them, okay? Now, another thing that you're probably experiencing right now, you start receiving things without asking for it, okay? Somebody gives you something. Unexpected help, it just arrives without you asking for it. You start experiencing receiving without having to chase everything first, okay? The universe is letting you know, I got your back. You know, you don't have to stress over anything. I got you, okay? Now, another sign, let's talk about the number 000, okay? It starts showing up around new beginnings, okay? Something old has ended in your life. You're unsure about what comes next, okay? 000 keeps appearing while you're standing at a blank page, okay? Like you're about to write a whole new story. That's what 000 means, okay? Now let's talk a little bit about déjà vu, okay? You experience déjà vu at extremely specific moments. A conversation, it feels familiar. A place, it suddenly feels like you've experienced it before. Have you been going through this? The familiarity, it's like it becomes strong enough to interrupt the moment. You're just like, man, why why do I feel like I've already done this, right? Pay attention to déjà vu. Okay, it is very, very powerful. Now, another sign that you're probably experiencing right now, your dream starts showing you bridges. Okay, you're crossing one from one side to the other side of the bridge. You don't remain where you started. Okay, the dream keeps putting you in motion between two places. Okay, you're about to go from here to here. You're about to go from 0 to 100 real quick. Okay, now let's talk about a rejection that sends you towards okay, that sends you towards something better. Okay, the first answer, it was a complete no, and you're forced to look somewhere else. Right now, the second direction, it just contains something that the first one that you would have never got out of the first opportunity. Like I said before, when a door closes, trust and believe me, there is another door open with a bigger and better opportunity. Okay, now let's talk about the number 444. It starts appearing when your life feels uncertain, when you feel uncertain. Okay, when you're looking for stability. Okay, you're looking for foundation. It's like something around you, it just feels unsettled. Okay, so 444 keeps catching your attention when you need to stay grounded, when you need to be reminded that you are protected, when you need to be reminded to keep building your foundation. Okay, all right, now another sign right now that you're probably experiencing, you keep hearing the same unusual phrase. Okay, it comes from different people, completely unrelated conversations. Okay, yet somehow the same message, it keeps finding its way back to you. All right, and I'm telling you, you have to pay attention to that. When the universe wants to deliver a message to you like that, it's going to keep appearing from different places. Okay, you're a lottery jackpot winner, play the lottery right here. You know, these numbers, you might even hear people say certain numbers like 34, 46, 60, 9, numbers like that, 16. All of a sudden, bam, you win. Okay, you win. All right, now let's talk about another sign that you're probably experiencing right now. Your dreams start showing you just images of clear water. Okay, you can see right through this water. You may be able to hear it. Okay, in the water, it feels calm instead of chaotic. Okay, something that felt emotionally confusing begins appearing clearer in your life. Okay, the universe is letting you know that something that you may have felt, it's about to clear up. Okay, things are about to become clear to you. You're going to get a clearer vision. Okay, now let's talk about another sign. A mistake somehow works in your favor. A wrong turn, a wrong place that you thought you were in the wrong place, right? But the mistake unexpectedly put something useful directly in front of you. Okay, maybe it was a person, maybe it was a place, a thing, whatever it is. It became very, very useful to you. Okay, now another sign, 333. It starts appearing around something that you need to express. Okay, an idea keeps returning. Something inside you wants to be created or spoken or expressed. Okay, 333 keeps appearing while you're deciding whether you should finally act on it. Okay, and 333 would be your confirmation. Do it. Okay, express yourself. Express your creativity. Okay, now another sign that you're probably experiencing right now, you start finding small amounts of money just unexpectedly. Okay, money that you forgot about, money somewhere that you weren't even looking, maybe a penny on the ground or $1 or something like that, right? Unexpected receiving begins showing up in small ways when something big is about to happen. Okay, when you see that penny on the ground, look down, pick up that penny. Thank you for the abundance, universe. You are giving the universe just a signal that you're grateful for abundance, and the universe is going to continue to send more abundance in your life. Okay, a lot of people, they just walk right past pennies. Okay, don't walk past those pennies. All right, especially when that penny's on heads. Okay, there's always going to be something symbolic about finding some money somewhere. All right, I think the other day, like last week or something like that, I was coming out the gas station and I found a $5 bill flat. Just it was, the wind was blowing and everything. The wind was. And I just was like, I found it like, man, it was a $5 bill. Okay, I was grateful. I was like, thank you, universe. You know what I'm saying? Big changes, right? Big changes. Now let's talk about another sign. Someone from years ago, they suddenly reappear in your life. Okay, no recent contact. There was no recent. You did not expect to hear from them or anything like that. But their return is somehow connects you with something happening in your life right now. okay? Now, another sign, your dream starts showing you elevation, okay? Mountains, high buildings, upper floors, things like that. You keep seeing yourself above the position where your dream originally began, okay? Your dream is letting you know that you are about to elevate to a whole nother level, okay? Now, let's talk about the number 999. It starts appearing when something is just coming to a complete end in your life, okay? The number 999. Something has run its course already. You don't feel the same attachment to it anymore. 999 keeps appearing while one chapter is just coming to a completion, okay? A chapter is about to close. That's what 999 means. It could be a relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be a job, okay? It could be a situation. If you keep seeing the number 999, that means something is about to, the page is about to close out of that book, okay? Now let's talk about another sign. Several small problems, they resolve close together, okay? Something that you've been worried about, it just gets handled all of a sudden. Another little issue, it unexpectedly works itself out. Nothing is huge yet, but life suddenly feels less jammed. A lot of the times the universe will clear things out of your life just to stop you from worrying, okay? I'm telling you, when something big is about to happen in your life, you will start to experience a lot of these synchronicities, a lot of repeating numbers, just a lot of different signs, okay? I'm telling you, you're a chosen one, okay? That's why you're experiencing this right now. Now let's talk about another sign. You start meeting people who connect to your next move, your next chapter, okay? One person that knows somebody, another person that has information, okay? Connections start forming around something that you've been waiting to do or wanting to do, okay? Now another sign, you dream about receiving a gift, okay? Somebody places something in your hands. You didn't even have to chase it, okay? Receiving becomes the central experience of that dream. And that dream is letting you know that you are about to receive something, okay? Now let's talk about the number 1010, okay? This is a powerful number. It starts appearing around decisions, okay? You're considering doing something differently in your life. You're thinking seriously about your next move in life, okay? 1010. It keeps appearing while you're deciding whether it's time to move forward or not, okay? 1010 is letting you know, move forward, step out of your comfort zone, do it right now, okay? Because it's going to work, all right? Now let's talk about another sign. Something happens immediately after you speak about it, okay? You say something out loud. Shortly after something related to it, it happens, okay? The distance between the words and the experience, it becomes unusually short, okay? Now let's talk about another sign. You start seeing signs connected specifically to wealth, okay? Money imagery, conversations about opportunity, about wealth. Financial themes, they begin appearing in places that you weren't even deliberately looking for them, okay? All of a sudden you're seeing it, all right? Now another sign, let's talk about your dreams. Your dreams start showing you traveling somewhere new, okay? It's like you're leaving familiar surroundings. That's what this means. You're moving towards somewhere that you've never been. That's what this means. Your subconscious keeps showing movement instead of staying in the same place, okay? All right. Now let's talk about the number 1212. It starts appearing while your vision is expanding, okay? You're allowing yourself to want something bigger. Old limitations, they don't feel as convincing to you anymore. 1212, it keeps appearing while your thinking stretches beyond your current circumstances, okay? That's what this means. Now, another sign, something that you needed, it arrives at an unusually perfect time, in divine timing. Not too early, not too late, okay? It shows up almost at the exact moment that it becomes very, very useful for you, okay? Now let's talk about another sign. The same opportunity, it starts appearing from different directions, okay? One person, they mention it. Then later on, you encounter it somewhere else, okay? It's like the repetition of that, it starts making you wonder whether you should pay closer attention to it. And a lot of the times when you feel like that, that's your intuition telling you, take a second look at this right here. Don't let this get past you again, right? I'm telling you. Now, another sign, let's talk about synchronicities. Your synchronicities have become more personal, haven't they? It's not just 111 or seeing 888 anymore. Names, dates, locations, words, or just memories that start appearing. The coincidences begin connecting directly to things that only you would understand, okay? They're starting to become very, very personal to you, all right? Now, another sign, several different signs start happening during the same period, okay? Repeating numbers, they become very, very frequent. Dreams and synchronicities become much stronger in your life. Multiple unusual experiences, they begin just overlapping instead of happening separately. They start happening just together everywhere, every day, okay? Now let's talk about another sign. Something from a dream, it shows up in real life. It could be a symbol, it could be a place, a phrase, a number, or a situation. It's like you recognize something in your waking life that immediately takes you back to that dream, okay? I'm telling you. Now another sign, everything starts connecting at once, okay? The numbers, the dreams, the conversations, the opportunities, the strange timing. It's like one experience, it keeps connecting back together, okay? And when several of these things start happening together, you may feel like you're standing in one of those strange periods where life is changing before you fully understand what it's changing into, okay? Don't let one of these repeating numbers convince you that nothing isn't about to happen in your life, okay? They are a confirmation that it is, okay? Your entire season, it's about to change if you're experiencing this right now. I want you to look at what's changing, what's repeating, what opportunities are appearing, and what keeps getting your attention. Sometimes the most interesting part isn't the one sign. It's when suddenly everything seems to be pointing in the same direction. And that direction is what you desire. That direction is your financial freedom, because that's what you want to have in your life, right? So the universe is going to keep on sending you these confirmations, just seeing just random numbers in places that mean something to you, people confirming things to you, going places and seeing it's about to happen on billboards, you know what I'm saying? Going places and you hear people having conversations saying things like it's about to happen, things like that. You're going to keep on getting these confirmations. And it's very, very important to pay attention to these confirmations, accept the confirmations, because you're letting the universe know, I'm ready, I'm grateful, I'm thankful, I know it's about to happen. As long as you continue to feel and know that it's about to happen, it changes your belief system. And when your belief system changes, everything in your reality starts to change, okay? Once you believe something, it manifests in your life. That's why it's very, very important to continue to watch videos that's going to keep on inspiring you, that's going to keep on confirming things to you, okay? Every single day, don't miss a day, every single day. Read something that is going to inspire you, watch videos that's going to inspire you, and keep receiving the confirmations, the signs, and the synchronicities from the universe to keep on inspiring you, okay? Because you're creating the reality. Every time you see one of these signs all the time, you could be driving somewhere and you see the number 777 or 888 and you think about wealth, you think about winning the lottery, it's staying on your mind. 111, 1111 is already know what you're focused on. That's the reality that you're creating, okay? So if you constantly see these repeating numbers and you constantly attach wealth, abundance, big changes, creativity, chapters are closing, if you continue to keep these different meanings attached to them, that's what your mind is focused on. And when your mind is focused on this, that is the reality that you're creating, okay? That's the reality that you are creating right now. Now, thank you so much for tuning in to Millionaire Mindset, where everything happens in divine time by divine design, but you are the divine design. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment on this video, and hype this video up. Until the next video, Millionaire Mindset signing off.